Freedom Island. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm trying to do this and I never did this before, and I'm nervous and I'm afraid I'm going to get in trouble. I'm outside of a Burger King. They got a little table out here for customers, and I did get fries. They have those, not curly fries, but you know, like the seasoned fries. So I got some of them, and I got a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I think that's enough. But I've been here a little while already, and I don't know how long you can stay out here before you get in trouble. And I have to keep waiting to fool with this. The electric company place is right up the road there, and all their trucks and whatnot keeps coming up and down the street and banging those carts and rattling and everything. And also I couldn't figure out how to use this thing at first. I got one of them, this is one of them e-reader things. I thought it would have a microphone on it, but it didn't have one. Oh gosh, I hate this stuff. I had to get an app and put it on it, and I didn't even know how to do that. I got like 3 of them on here because I didn't think the other 2 went on here, but they did. But this one's got a microphone on it, so it's called Super something. I push the round thing at the bottom, and I see waves, like sound waves, like in RKO movies, you know, beep bitty beep bitty, it's coming out. So I think that means it's going. Normally, what I'd rather do is I'd rather stop it and check it and see if the sound is too low or whatever. But I don't dare, because I haven't got very long sitting here, and then I need to walk back to the house. I don't want nobody that we know seeing me sitting out here doing this. They don't know I have this e-reader thing. It's all just gone to pieces. That's what I'm so nervous about. It's not the e-reader or the apps or even sitting out at the Burger King, you know. I look like I'm talking to myself, but maybe they think I've got a podcast or something. I don't know. What's making me so nervous is they know that I'm trying to go to Detroit. The family knows I'm trying to go to Detroit, and they're doing stuff to try to keep me from doing it. I didn't have no idea that they would even know I was going. I thought I had kept it pretty good, quiet. I'm not sure. I try not to be paranoid, as I always say. I try not to be worried in my mind and imagining things that ain't happening. But I don't know how they even did know. I've never recorded one of these logs where they could hear me. I've erased it off the laptop. I know Lauren's been snooping on my laptop. I never talk on the phone or do anything where my brother can hear me. You know, the only person that knows is this lady from NA that's got the house up in Detroit, but nobody in my family would ever go to 12-step and a church. It's in a church meeting, you know, it's an NA in a church. Neither one, my brother nor Lauren, is ever going to go anywhere near in there for fear that they're going to get confronted or baptized or something. I don't even know if they know which one I go to, but they're like almost like allergic to that stuff, so they're not going to go there. And I don't know how they would know who she was. I don't even know her last name, actually. So how would they know? And I haven't ever wrote it down, and she didn't write it down. It was just talking, and they don't have spy. I know there's spy cameras everywhere, and there's no privacy anymore, and apps and listening and iPhones and all that stuff. But who would be listening to us in the children's daycare room where they have the NA in the church? Like, for one thing, that would be expensive, and also, who would be recording that? Like, the police not gonna do it. I'm not a political, you know, I mean, I've been watching and seeing what Uncle Boyce is doing on YouTube and stuff with my macrame and crochet channel that I made. But they don't know that's me, and it's from that other email. I haven't not said a word to anybody except putting these logs. I don't see how they could know. Maybe it's just my face expression. Maybe they picked up on some little clues or something. And I don't know exactly what details they know, but I can tell because they've been doing stuff to keep me from going. I had enough sense to pick a different time to tell them I was going to go. They know I'm going somewhere, but what they don't know is where I'm going or why I'm going. I told them I was going to a 12-step roundup meeting, but I didn't tell them Detroit. The Greyhound don't go right there, so I'm going to have to take a bus near there, and then I have to either get a city bus, or I have to get an Uber, or I have to get somebody from the roundup to give me a ride or whatever to give me a lift there. So that was my explanation. So if they wanted to keep track of me, or if they were going to go on the Greyhound website and check or anything like that, they, all they would see is that I went to the Indianapolis Greyhound station, and the way the bus goes to Detroit, it goes up by where it would split off, and you get off a place and then you change to a different bus, and that's what you know what I mean. So I thought, well, they've got me good with no phone. I never used to think that you needed a smartphone that bad. I never realized that it has all of your stuff on there, and that there's a lot of things you can't do if you don't do it on the smartphone. I got a regular flip phone, and I was trying to tell myself I could get by with just a flip phone, but we do got a computer printer, and it's hooked up and everything, but I went in to try and print a bus ticket, and the only ink we had was magenta and yellow, and it just didn't come out. You could kind of see it, but the yellow didn't show up at all. It was almost like just white on the paper. And then the reddish, purpley, magenta, or whatever it is, was kind of hit and miss. It wasn't even that full, I think, and it was kind of dried up because it's one of those printers that you get it because you're going to print pictures of the kids and stuff. But then, we didn't do it that much. And then it's been a long time, and that ink had half dried up. So I thought, no, I'm going to have to use the little, I don't know what they call it. There's like a little dots thing that looks kind of like when you used to have on TV. I got to move for a minute. Hang on a minute. All right, I'm going to just come over here, and I'm going to turn around the other way. All right, we're good. I seen my neighbor up the street, but 2 houses, and I didn't want them to say nothing to the family about me sitting over here talking to myself or talking to my e-reader or whatever he might say. So I wanted to sit around. I acted like the sun, like I kind of held up my hand like, oh, the sun is in my eyes. And then I kind of reached around and flip everything around on the table, and then I turned my back, but not like against him, you know what I mean? And then I took a little drink of Diet Dr. Pepper like I was real hot. And I don't think he realized or noticed me at all. So that was good. I assume, oh God, I can't think about it too much. It makes me nervous. I'm nervous anyway, because I saw that guy, the neighbor guy, and everything. All right, so I'm going to get settled down. So I was trying to tell about the dots. I can't remember what I was saying. Oh, the little dots thing. The little picture, dots picture. It's like a barcode, but it's big dots and little dots. It's like, I was starting to say it's like the TV used to have in between the channels before there was cable. In Indianapolis, we just had 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then if you went on in between, like channel 4 and channel 6, and if you went on channel 5, make a loud noise, and then people called it snow, which I don't know why they called it snow. It didn't look like snow to me. It was gray looking, and it would jitter around a little bit like the start of a Twilight Zone, but it would go like that noise, and then it would not sparkle. Sparkles would be like diamonds or something. It would kind of just dance around, I guess you would call it, or something, and wiggle around in this gray pattern, and had little black dots that popped up and went around in between it there. Sometimes even when you tried to get on the regular channel, there was a ring. I was just thinking about that. There was like a ring on the outside of the TV to help you bring in the station more better. So sometimes, even if the little clicker came over, it didn't get right on the station, and sometimes you still got a little bit of that, with where it would be the picture, and then some of that gray would be kind of mixed together like, and you would have to take the outside of the ring of the TV, channel changer, and you'd have to kind of get your fingertips on it, kind of go back and forth, like in really old movies when people have got a radio and they're trying to find out where the crazy killer, the bank robber that's gotten and is terrorizing any town, USA, and then there would be some poor woman in her kitchen, and she'd be turning that little ring, and then it would come in like, on the radio, and then it would say, the escaped killer was running down Maple Street, and they live on Maple Street. So that's what you kind of had to do. That same thing she had to do the radio to get the news to come in. That's what we had to do to the TV to keep that snow out. And that snowy in between channels, that's what those dots look like to me. But somehow or other, all them little dots tell them all kinds of things about you, like your name and what time it is and what the weather was doing, and if you sneezed recently, and I don't know what it really has on there. But if you want to get on the Greyhound bus, you have to let them beep that on your phone, or if you had the paper. But see, that's the thing, is I couldn't print out the paper because the printer just had magenta and yellow. I needed my phone, the smartphone, the flip phone, the regular phone. It don't have that the little dots picture, but if it does, I don't know how to get it on there. So, and also I can't put that phone on the internet because it's data. There's data and there's Wi-Fi, and I got to get this all figured out on this Detroit thing, because which I have to move, but I'm gonna go, but I have to move the date on it a little bit, but I'm still gonna get there. But I got to get that all sorted out. This e-reader that I'm holding now, it goes on the data and it goes on the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi is for free, and the data I pay for, phone account thing or something, so I can't run that up, so I have to have the Wi-Fi. Oh, just thinking about it's making me kind of dizzy. So anyway, I don't think I can get that dots on the flip phone because it's data, right? But I can do it on the e-reader and on my smartphone. But that's why I got this e-reader thing, is because the phone was gone. Or I thought it was gone. Now here's the weird part, is it's back. But it was gone for hours, and I was tearing up the house, and Lauren was acting like she was helping me look for it, and I didn't believe her for a hot minute. I thought they took this. But she's pretending like she was going around like lifting up my pillow, like somehow I wouldn't be able to find my own phone under my own pillow. It's just stupid. And she'd ask me all the places I might have left it, which it's just such a load of it, because she knows. Everybody knows. I keep track of everything. They make fun of me because I have a little, clip. If I take the camera to the zoo or something like that, I'll clip it to my purse or I'll clip it to my belt so I don't lose it. And they'll make fun of me and ask me, do I want to clip my drink on myself, and do I want to clip my sunglasses on? They're teasing me because they think I'm too careful, So here's Lauren, who loses everything. As soon as she touches it, it's lost. And she's asking me, did I leave my phone here and there? And she's acting like she cared and stuff. And, I mean, that right there, the fact that she, hang on a minute, I got a moped going by. There, it's gone. Acting like she gives a crap where my phone is. I mean, she's not hateful or anything like that. I mean, except for the spy part. But that's just craziness, I think, or being in a kind of like a mental cult or something with some of this stuff. If she is on this conspiracy thing, which I think she is, because of this phone thing. Why do they not want me to go on this trip? They think, or I thought they thought, that I'm going on this roundup thing for 12-step, right? But yet they don't want me to go nowhere. Now, maybe it's because they just want me to watch the little ones. Maybe it's just, or maybe it's different. It's not like me to go places. And that's true. I don't go very many places. Not just because COVID, I just don't. I get in temptation easy. Any trouble I've ever had with nerve pills and all that stuff, I was under the influence of other people. I don't just get up in the morning and just go out and look for trouble. I am not a trouble-seeking type person, but there's something about me where other people kind of influence me too much. Like, I know I shouldn't do stupid, bad stuff if other people do it. I mean, in my mind, you can hear how I know it in my mind. But if I'm hanging around with people and I'm getting, like, relaxed, you know, or whatever, and they'll think of something. Uh-oh. Did it quit? Oh, the screen quit on me. Did it quit? Oh gosh, I don't feel like I got time to look, because I can't sit here too much longer, but I better. Okay, I'm gonna go look. One thing that's kind of weird about this thing is, I thought I turned it off before, but when I started it back up, it was recording already, which kind of scares me a little bit, because it's on the, you know, the e-readers on the internet, so I don't like that I assume it would not record me when this wasn't on. So I thought, no, I'm going to have to use the little dots picture. Oh, God, I can't think about it too much. It makes me nervous. I'm nervous anyway, because I saw that guy, the neighbor guy, and everything. Okay, I got myself more calmed down. I left my bag and my jacket here. I could see it out of the window, and I went back in the Burger King. I got a refill on my Diet Dr. Pepper, and I went to the bathroom. I ended up getting one of them sandwiches, so I feel like I can sit here more longer without being in trouble for just getting seasoned fries. So I don't know what to do about the phone. I think before I was just so freaked out that they took it. I couldn't think of what to do. But now I feel calmer. If they take my phone, that's not going to stop me. If they take my wallet, if they try to stop me from going, I know how to be a sneaky person. I know how to get away from trouble. I've got caught before, but most of the time I didn't get caught when I was doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. And always, ever since we was a kid, I was faster and could figure out what they were going to do and get away, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do what I got to do. Stuff that Uncle Boyce is doing, it ain't right. Somebody could get hurt. A lot of people could get hurt. I keep saying I'm the last one in the world that can fix all those problems, but I'm the only one that knows. And I think, from what I was looking at on YouTube, it's getting more worse every day. I can't take a long time. I've already took a long time to think about doing something. I haven't done anything, and I should have known, I guess I should have expected that they might kind of, I hadn't thought that far. I just thought about all the ways to get there and where to stay at and how to get my evidence in order. I thought about all that stuff, but I didn't think very hard about how they might try to stop me. But now I know, And they're not exactly like super criminals, you know. They're wily a little bit. They're a little bit smart sometimes, but then they're like with COVID and all that stuff, dumb as a rock about that. The main thing they got over me is I have a hard time staying calm sometimes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get so nervous. I'm going to calm down. So I'm going to stay here a little bit more longer, and then I better come back and work on this tomorrow. I've already stayed here a pretty long time. I'm going to go ahead and eat my sandwich. I'm going to come back tomorrow, get some more seasoned fries, and see what can I do then. Alright, so I'm back at the Burger King, and I just didn't say nothing about the phone, and I waited till it was lunchtime, and then I kind of waited till everybody was busy doing other stuff, and I just I wouldn't say I snuck out, but I just kind of walked out, and I went around like I was going to take the trash out. I took a little trash out to the can, but then I went alleyway around, and then I went to the side street, and then I went back around again so nobody could see me if they wasn't looking out the window, or even if they was looking, it'd be hard to see me. So I went back over there. The lady was there yesterday, was there today, and she said, "Them seasoned fries are good, aren't they, hon?" And I said they was, and she gave me a order. They had a hot order. I mean, she didn't give it to me. I paid for it, but she had a hot order of them right there, and I got another Dr. Pepper, and I went back, and that same table is here that I was at yesterday. So I'm going to get my butt, sit down here. I'm going to eat my seasoned fries, and I'm going to try to get my mind wrapped around about what is best to do. I'm not going to take that smartphone with me. The reason why, now I see it, the reason why it disappeared and then it miraculously reappeared is that they've done something to it. I mean, I put 3 of these microphone recording apps on here, and I don't know crap about technology or, I just put a search up there and write recording, and then whenever it was an app that had a picture of a microphone, I said download as long as it was free, and then I put them right on here. My brother and Lauren is better at technology than I am, and also they're in with all these weasels and skunks and creeps, and even though I know on that one website I was looking at, they had all the super secret password I had to do on Signal and everything, and then it just turned out to be a Weebly site. But just because the person that did their internet web presence was not very techie, don't mean that there isn't people involved in all that that's a lot better at spying and tracking you and stuff like that. I know just with the regular smartphone, the GPS, I mean, that's how it shows you which way to drive, is it knows where you're at. And you might be able to turn that off, but then if you're some kind of super spy, creepy person, they'd probably all stalk their ex-wife and everything else, right? So I know Boyce did, so that's probably the first thing they know how to do is find out where somebody's at looking at their phone. Plus, it could be recording what I'm saying and sending it somewhere, or sending files automatic, like as soon as I do something on that phone, it could be sending it off to somewhere, which you could see how somebody would have a application like that, like if you was doing your work on the bus or something when you were coming home from work, and then you wanted to get home and open up your laptop and so on at work and get your files on there. That's what I would do. I mean, I would make what I was doing, record and save itself and put it on the laptop, while I was traveling. So I bet there's all kinds of things like that. And it just assumes the phone thinks that's what you want. If somebody said it that way, and everything I do on it, they would probably send it to them. And I would never know it. I'm not sure what to do about that smartphone. It's going to mess me up with my social services, because that's my line. Like, I don't think I can just cancel it. And it's going to mess me up with my food assistance and stuff. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to tell them that somebody stole my phone, the social service people. I'm going to tell them somebody stole it, And then I'm going to tell them it was a mistake, that nobody did take it, that I had it the whole time, but that I dropped it. Like I found it was in the laundry or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to make up some kind of a story that I said it was stolen, that I said, I'm sorry, I found it, but I broke it. Or it's in the washing machine. That's it. I'll say I didn't know it was in my pants, and I washed my clothes, and I washed the phone. And I get that phone. They send it to me from Assurance Wireless for getting food stamps. Like, they'll send me a new phone. I got to figure out where to have them send it, because I don't want my brother to get it. I'll tell him I moved, I can't tell him I moved. I got to think about it, but I got to figure out some way to get the phone without my brother and Lauren getting it. And then, I'm just going to have to watch the mail. I mean, that's the only way to do it, is I'm going to have to keep an eye on the mail and be the first one to get the mail. And then I know what the box looks like. They mail them. It's a little white box. It looks like when they used to send you checks. So that's what I'll do. I'll do everything I just said. And then I'll watch the mail, and then as soon as my new phone comes, I'll snatch it out of the mailbox. The most hardest part is to pretend like the phone ain't gone. Like if my brother and Lauren figure out that I figured out that they messed around with my phone. Like if they figure out that I am not using it, is what I'm trying to say. If they figure out I'm not using it, then if I say it's broken or something, they'll try to, quote, fix it for me, or they will offer to get me a different one somehow, an old one of theirs or something, and they'll do the same thing on it they're doing now. So what I have to do, is I have to pretend like I'm using that phone, but I can't really use it. I'm just going to carry it around, look at it, and open up the weather application and shut that. But then thank the stars I had sense and got this e-reader, because you can do email and stuff on it. You can't do everything. You can't talk on it like a phone, but you can email and you can look on the internet if you have Wi-Fi. So that's what I'll do. I'll pretend like I'm using that phone. Then I'll snatch that new phone out of the box when it comes, and then I will send back. I wonder if I have to actually dunk it in water. I'll have to send back this phone to them for the replacement probably, so I'll probably have to drop it in the sink or something after I get all my information off of it. Oh, wait, but they'll know at the phone company that I did that, because they'll know it's on. Oh, Lordy. All right, I'm going to have to report it stalled, and then I'm going to have to turn it off and leave it off, and then I'm just got to pretend like I'm looking at it. I don't know. Can I... It's more complicated than you think, being a super spy. Like, the only time I can take that phone out is when they can't turn and see the screen on it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because if they see it's a blank screen, they're going to think I'm crazy as a bugger. They're going to know I'm up to something. So I have to always take out the phone and look like I'm doing something, but I'm going to have to do it when they only see the back of it. So I'm not going to be able to do that very often, because who knows when somebody might walk up behind me, but I'll just do the best I can. And then I guess I'll just tell them I'm playing with them, that if they say, what are you doing, I'll just goof around like I'm goofy, I guess, and pretend like I was playing and just messing with them, I guess. I don't know. All right, this is where I start. My new plan to not get so nervous is not to start thinking if and then what and then what and then what, because that's what gets me so nervous. I'm just going to have to figure some of it out while I'm doing it. I think this is as good of a plan as I'm going to get. Okay, so I've got my list and... Oh, God. Oh, no. Hang on. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, Lauren, what are you guys doing? Came down to get some of them seasoned fries. You want some? Does he want some? No? No, I don't think I do need a ride. I'm gonna go Dollar General in a little bit. No, I'm not too worried about the COVID. No, I'll wear my mask. Yeah, it is starting to sprinkle a little bit. See, I brought my jacket. I'm alright. I don't got anything to carry, really. Just this little thing my friend let me have. Little book thing. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? Yeah, I'll show it to you later. Alright. Alright. See you at home. Anything that you need me to get you from Dollar General? No? Okay. Alright, I'll be back in a little while then. Alright, see you later. Oh, I believe they've come out looking for me. It's not enough that they're looking on my stuff and listening and spying. If I go out of the house, if I walk down to the Burger King, they follow me to see what I'm doing. Alright, I don't know what to do right now. I'm gonna go to Dollar General, get me a cold drink, and then figure out what to do then.